Hey guys, welcome to an FF14 housing tour video. My name is Toast TV. Today we'll be looking at a house in the Goblet on Sophia, specifically plot 37 Ward 22. Now this is a designer home by Xavier Caius, and he's aptly named it where the sky meets the treetops. We were lucky enough for him to give us a personal tour on one of my Twitch streams. This is a house that's open to everybody, and you're all welcome to come and visit when you're able to. The footage that I'm about to show is from a previous VOD, as I've explained, so there may be some minor changes since it was recorded and you get to pop in. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and hit that subscribe button if you want some more. Hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Thanks for agreeing to do this. I know it's like out of the blue. It's a first for me too, but I actually just really like your house, and I was hoping you could tell us a bit more about it.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Let's
sorry.
I'll just turn you up a bit, and we'll start outside, shall we?
Okay. Yeah, so
Okay.
the idea originally, it was supposed to be like, for some reason the line, I don't know why, but it was meant to be like the sky, where the sky and the treetops meet.
Yeah.
Which was like, that was like the idea I was going for.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of wanted to keep everything outside blue, but I love this fence, so I kept the fence this way.
Such a nice fence. I love it.
Yeah. And then yeah, basically everything else around was just blue. I mean, this is my first house.
Mhm.
My FC is the main reason I even considered doing this.
Yeah.
At the time, I thought it was going to be like, it's a time sink, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
You know, like all the usual stuff. But eventually it became kind of like therapeutic. So I was like happy about it.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, so I just...
It looks like... Yeah.
Clean.
It's so clean. I love how clean it is. Like, you know, this corner here, is that... I think that's Rotano blue. I'm not sure on my dyes yet. I'm still learning them. But that dark blue flower wall hanging thing, I don't even know what it's called, but it's so nice. Like contrasted with this beautiful piece of coral next to the green. Like,
I love this coral.
it's so good. And it glows at night too. Like,
yeah.
You've definitely got the sky and the greenery. Like, you definitely feel like you're on top of a tree.
Randomly,
Yeah.
my whole FC lives in this neighborhood.
Oh,
so
wow.
Every house around me is an FC member's house.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so we were very lucky that we got here. Like, majority of us. I can't say all of us alive, but yeah, we all managed to get large, medium, and small. I wanted to be small because you know, first time I've seen inside a medium. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
The thought of decorating that is too much.
Yeah, I get that. I can definitely feel that. So like you've put the deck here with the blue on it, and yeah, it does clip through the corner, but like it still suits it, right? It fits nicely.
I hope so. Good. I really wanted it to float.
Yeah.
But apparently it's not. Well, apparently it's possible, but it's very fidgety, and because I play on console, placing stuff is like kind of irritating. Even though I know I can play with mouse and keyboard on console, but it just was irritating at the time with controller, so I basically gave up.
Yeah, I feel that. I tried to float one too, and I got it working, and then it clipped back through the fence when I changed it. Yeah. And I was devastated, but it's hard to make a floating one fit nicely as well.
Yeah, because mine's still doing it. Like, it's sticking out, but it's not that big of a deal. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you can't barely see it if you're like walking from down there.
Exactly. If you're in first person, you can't see it. So it doesn't matter if it's outside the fence. It's not part of the house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So chat's loving it so far. I think it looks awesome. Very crisp.
That's good.
Let's
Because
go.
today I just added this gate. I
Yeah.
seen this at one of my friends' houses.
Mhm.
I was like, what the heck? Where is this from? It's just a garden gate, so
Yeah.
I took it from him.
Ties it all
Yeah.
together so nicely too.
But
Like
yeah, that's
it's like
basically
the entryway. Here we are.
the outside.
Yeah, it's so good and crisp and clean, and the blue and the green works together really well. You've picked the right blues, I think. Like these dark
Yeah,
ones
I
go
think
well
it's
with this
like
green.
royal blue, or like I can't
Royal?
remember, but
Okay.
I banned everyone on my FC from using it. I think it's called royal blue.
Yeah, royal
Like,
blue.
it's like you cannot paint your house this color. No way.
That's
Nothing-
one way to
nothing
do
in
it.
your house. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we talked about it because we all had themes and stuff, but
Mhm.
it was good.
That's heaps cool. So you got like a mad housing FC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like our leader, she's a genius. She's amazing. She's
Yeah.
been playing for years. Like, she really is the reason I like managed to get into housing because she was so adamant that I needed to do it. So I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. And then so I've actually changed this room like 3 times already.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't like this before.
Okay. Well, chat thinks it's cozy, so that's pretty cool.
That's cool.
It's very cozy. I
So-
think so too. Like these corner seats here, this little, I don't know what you'd call it, like a reception area.
Yeah,
It's just- it's
I was
lovely.
just gonna change that tonight.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like I had there's too much like that I'm very like meticulous, I guess, because
Mm.
the idea in here was like, see the luminous loft things? I wanted
Yep.
to like make makeshift trees out of them instead of like them just being there. So like these like partition things are basically the trunk of the tree, and
Yep.
then that's like the top.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that
So-
was the idea behind them.
So you're gonna hang the vines off it, or
I was planning to,
yeah?
but I'm still unsure because they won't clip to the side of the luminous loft or
Oh,
anything.
right. That sucks.
So I have to clip them to the partitions
Yeah.
at the time. But then people were like, my FC gave me feedback and stuff, and they're like, you need like a bar, you need something,
Mhm.
some kind of area. So I created this.
Little entry. Yeah. Little what do you call it? I'm drawing a blank on the
Just,
term. Reception kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've got like cups of coffee. That's the steaming cups of coffee. That's fantastic.
Coffee
yeah.
addict, I admit it. But
Hey, same though. It's
yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah,
yeah.
that was the reason behind this, because I actually wasn't going to have like a kitchen or anything, because I was just thinking, it's
Yeah.
my house, so
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I really like what you've done with the Raktika pictures. It ties it together so nicely. Like it's a visualization of what you're going for, and
I
I
had
feel
to,
that's beautiful.
beg a friend because I suck at site logs, so
Yeah.
they actually told me the photos,
Oh, good on him.
and I was just like, can I just have like any 6 or like 10 of them that you can that have green or trees or any kind of like anything to do with trees?
Yeah.
I must have it. And he was like, yeah, like we ended up figuring that out, so I'm very grateful to him.
That's awesome. Very cool.
And then I just wanted like a pop of white in here.
Pop of white.
Is it-
Yeah. It just
Yeah.
it stands out and just bang, draws your attention, and the white really pulls you to the verdant partition. Like this verdant partition is like your centerpiece for this room,
Do you know how long
and
I
you frame
found
it so well.
dungeon for these? It was insane.
I'd imagine it took you
farmed for
forever.
3 hours, and I only managed to get 2. So
3
I
hours
was
and you got
just
2.
like, yeah.
That's pretty good, but like 2 mil in 3 hours, because they're like 900k each or so.
I my FC leader offered to give me them because she had 15 in stock, but I was just like, I want to
15
get
in
them.
stock.
Yeah, she has a lot. She
Keep that up and I'll send.
has so much skill, it's unbelievable. But she was just like, if you need help, it's your first house, like let me help you.
Keep that up and I'll send you to
But
bed without
I was
supper.
just like, if I can get it my own, I'm gonna do it. So I would just use my connections and friends in the game.
Yep.
The grind.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, man. It looks really good. And I guess having farmed it yourself, it's like a pride thing. Like, bam, I worked hard for that, you know?
Yeah, like, I did this. Like, this was me. No. But yeah, so this is basically upstairs. And then I just recently changed this too, because I really do like the hallway at the time.
Okay.
So I added these 2 lofts in here as well. But I couldn't add them further down.
I see. So you put the lofts there to try and break it up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really didn't like the stairs, but the amount of items required to like make it smooth and like, you know, not look like this was like breaching the limit. Because I have like 8 spaces left. But yeah, this is downstairs.
Blimey.
So
it's probably the first time I've seen an ivy mural that I liked.
Oh, right? No,
right?
Do you know what's really funny? A lot of my close friends were like, that looks absolutely atrocious. Atrocious. Really? And I was just like, well, good thing it's in my house because it's staying.
Like, I've never been a fan of the ivy mural, but what you've done with it here, it just works really well when it's framed with the loft light there. Oh, not the loft.
Yeah, I really wanted to make use of these because, like, the sides become kind of like pointless. But, like, depending on when you place them, I guess. But I like using them because I wanted, like, not so much, like, I didn't want, like, huge lights all over the place, which is why I have, like, just lamps. Or, like, lanterns and, like, Yeah, no, that looks great, man. So then I started to make, I think this is where I decided to make like the room split, and I started to use the partitions. So I made this like weird little, like, I want to say window but not window.
Oh yeah. So you've used the wooden beam partitions to make like a
makeshift wall.
I'm not sure there's a term for it, but I like it. Whatever you've done, I like it. Yeah, it's like a bougie kind of hotel room, right? Like, and the Pisa chairs. You can't. You gotta get the egg chairs in, man. That's so good.
Yeah, I had to put the lamp in. I'm a white mage main, so they had to be in here.
Yes, that works well. The lily lamp is a fantastic lamp, and it works well with white mage. Yeah. And this wall definitely Veggie in chat says that it makes it look like there's more space, and he's right. It really does. It opens up.
It's like an illusioning looking thing. Like, it's not closed off, but it's not completely open either. So like you can like still see through. And I liked it at different angles you can't see through, which is the whole, like, you know, like if I'm
like if you're standing here, you can't see through it at all.
And,
if you move around, you begin to see the bathtub and everything in there.
My friends did accuse me of being a voyeur, but I'm like, no,
it's a private house. Like, come on, it's a private villa.
Like, what? So I wanted to keep the furniture the same as upstairs.
Match the theme. Yeah.
I've changed this around so many times too, because I actually like the couch against the wall, but then I kept clipping into this.
Yeah, you got the rest of your pictures here.
Yeah.
Fantastic. More from Raktika. Some from Ilmeg there, and that looks good. Yeah, man. It looks fantastic. Anything green.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love this aesthetic so much. And you get the rose ladders, the white roses.
Yeah, that's really cool. I was amazed you could dye them.
You could dye the flowers, can you?
Yeah. So I dyed them white because they were actually red before, but
I had no idea you could dye them. The white matches the couches and the placemats and
like
the books and
pops
the light. And the ivy mural, it all comes together so nicely.
Then my friend had a spare one of these fountains, so I was like, make the most of that.
They're nice fountains too. Perfect spot.
I wanted to make a wall of them.
But then they get too noisy.
Yeah, and when I saw what it looked like afterwards, I was like, yeah, this is not the vibe. This isn't a treehouse anymore.
Yeah, I get that. Veggie in chat says this is a perfect spot for tea, and I got to agree with that too. Like,
oh yes,
you've done an
more
amazing
than
job
that.
dividing it off with the loft and the rose ladders.
Yeah,
just-
so I want it to be like, I don't know, like intimate kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
kind of like quiet, peaceful, very zen. And then yeah, I just used the partitions again to make a makeshift door, but it's not really a door.
Yeah, I get you.
And then yeah, this is the room.
Oh wow, what a sweet. That's really nice. You've used the it's the Glade bed, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I had a normal bed at the time,
Yeah.
but then I didn't like the height, like because obviously it's just flat and there's nothing above it. So I hated that there was so much space between the two these two light what are they called? I can't remember.
The roof lights or something? Yeah. Slanted interior, slanted roof light, I think it is.
Because there was too much of a gap between them, the space between them and like just the normal bed. I needed height, so I just added this bed.
Yeah.
Because it matched. It was green.
Yeah.
And then my HC leader convinced
skylight.
me to take the carpet, this
Yep.
mat down here.
Beautiful. That, like, the carpet pulls it in as well.
Yeah, I was hesitant.
The first thing you do when you walk in is boom, there's the bed, there's the verdant partition, there's the mat, and as your eyes come along the mat and you begin to see the bathtub, the oranges, the ivy mural, and you can really appreciate the rest of the room.
Yeah, yeah. I just wanted to be open.
Wow, the big feature wall.
Open. Yeah, and then I reused the ivy print.
Yep.
But I dyed it a different color. I was going to do the whole wall, but then I felt like that was too obnoxious, so I just stopped and just did it behind the drawer.
Yep. Clever way to do it. And if you have too many murals up, there's too many interior items.
Yeah.
Bath towels, stools, bathtub. Oh, wow. The oranges. Mate, penthouse, but in the basement. But it doesn't feel like it's in the basement. It still feels like you're up high. You know? I think largely in part to the skylight and the plants. But,
I wish there were roof skylights, because that would be insane.
Oh, that would be amazing. Like a skylight loft or something. You just stick it on the roof.
Yeah. And then, I just put this pillar in here the other day, but I wasn't too sure about it. But I was going to put like a screen up there, but I don't like the corners coming down into the like triangle bit. So I was just like, no.
The pillar's a good choice, I gotta say. Like, that works nicely, and it pulls the two slanted skylights together, seals it up.
Yeah, without the wooden. Yeah. Yeah, but that's pretty much what I came up with.
Yeah, I love it. The bed with the partition and the skylights, it works really nicely. It doesn't feel too obnoxious or too crazy. It's like, boom, this is the feature. This is the creme de la creme. Chat's asking, was much glitching involved?
When they say glitching, do they mean like me floating things?
Floating stuff,
like,
yeah? Have you floated anything in here?
Nothing. Everything has just been placed.
That's alright.
So I'm a noob to housing in general.
Yeah.
So,
you fooled me.
There was a time when upstairs I was floating the lanterns, because what I had done was used two lofts, but I made space between them, and I filled the space between them with lanterns on the edges.
Ooh,
so it looked like, I don't know, for like a better word, a cheeseburger with like the nuts at the top and the bottom, and then the lanterns were the inside.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to be my treetops in the beginning.
Yeah.
And then when I seen how many lamps it took for me to do that, lanterns, and the amount of floating on a console, which is not. It's not fun.
No, it
Excuse my
wouldn't be.
language.
It's alright.
It sucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I decided to go another direction because I was just like, this is stressing me out.
Yeah.
So I just took them down. So they actually all used to have two lofts, one on top of the other.
Yeah.
And lanterns between them, but I took them all down and spread the lanterns throughout the house. That's why there's so many.
Yeah, I like what you've done with it, but like instead though. It's
Yeah,
really nice.
I just wanted to like replicate trees without actually having trees.
And you've done an
It's
amazing job with that. Like all the green that you've got,
Thank
the
you.
green furniture, it screams green. Like it screams green thumb. It screams like flora, you know, like it works really well. You have that really that comfy forest sort of vibe, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'd go here on holiday if I could. Like if this was a real apartment or penthouse that you could rent out, I would find a way to do it. Like-
You're more than welcome to come. Anyone is welcome.
Yeah. So it was we're in the Goblet on Sophia. Plot
Yeah.
37 of Ward 22. Yeah.
Yeah,
So anyone can come visit.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm just all I can say is that it will only be this way for about a month's time, and I've already got a second plan
Oh
to
wow.
redecorate the whole thing.
Okay, so you'll be changing it in a month. Have you
Very much so.
got a sneak peek of what that'll be?
The theme, all I can tell you is it's going to be based around sunset.
Sunset. Ooh, I'm looking forward to it. I'll definitely be back to check that out in a month for sure.
Thanks.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love it. I think it's amazing. Like
Yeah,
this
the
dining
floor
area,
was
the
like
tea.
also a last minute decision.
The floor. You made a good choice
Yeah,
with the
they-
floor. You know, this
'Cause they were.
yeah.
My FC was worried it was a bit too much green,
Mhm.
but I was just like determined.
Well, if you didn't have this floor, what floor would you have chosen?
It would probably match the one upstairs, which is what I was very hesitant to do. But I like because it's like harsh.
Well, mine's blanking on what that was. Let me check. Ah, yeah. No, it'd be too much brown.
Yeah. I
Way
felt
too much
like
brown.
it was. I needed to balance it out.
100%.
With like
Yeah.
the hard surface with soft wood.
Mhm.
I felt like it made sense, so I just was like, this is actually not bad.
I think it does. I think it's fantastic. It makes perfect sense, and it looks wonderful. This green isn't like the same forest green. It's more of a deeper emerald green, and it ties it together nicely without being too much of the same green. You know?
Well, I can tell you I've used every shade of green in the game.
Yeah, I can see that. That's awesome.
Like virtually every single one.
Yeah, definitely on like the furniture and stuff, the drawers, the coffee table, you know, the
Yeah,
plants, the
like-
dining table, the walls.
Because
like-
it's interesting too, because the different things dye, like they may be the same color dyed, but they
Yeah.
actually look very different.
with different wood textures and such.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they're not all the same shade of green on like the same thing you're dyeing.
Yeah. I like that you've made each wall in this room different too.
Yeah,
It really makes it unique, and I guess sets it apart from the rest of the house. I think.
it was the white wall that scared me, which is why I put those tall plants in the corner.
Yeah, and it's just as well you did, because it would have been very jarring if it was just a white wall. Like you
Yeah,
would have
especially
expected
this
there to be
part.
something on there. Like it just screams, put something on me, hang something, you know,
I
present
wish
something.
there were. That's one thing I wish that there were taller indoor plants.
Definitely. Yeah, that's awesome. Have you looked at the Doma dogwood? It's a pink indoor tree that you can get from Doma.
Oh no! See, this is how new I am. I don't even know what that is.
That's alright. When you rank up on the Doma Enclave and you fully restore it, you can actually buy the Doma dogwoods, which is like an indoor tree with pink leaves and petals and stuff, and it looks really good.
Yeah, because I'm not a crafter either.
That's okay. So Doma Enclave, you just donate to build it up. So they have like a weekly donation status, and you just give them items equivalent to the gil amount, and as you go through each week and they rank up, you unlock more items you can buy. Their trees are one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think altogether for like the whole house, it was like just over 1 mil.
1 mil for the whole house.
Yeah.
And that would be because you farmed for the verdant partitions yourself.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. I'm impressed you did this on 1 mil.
Yeah, no, real. I was a very like, especially with expensive things, like I waited a bit, I watched the market board.
Yeah.
Until things started to drop, and because I knew that people would be, you know, upselling and undercutting like crazy, because the results of the housing and stuff has been pretty good now.
Yeah, definitely.
So I've been watching it like a hawk, and then every time I'd see it like come up and go get the thing I wanted, if it was much cheaper than before.
Yeah.
And then just before I used it, just test it.
Yeah.
That's the thing that I learned the most. You can preview what you want in your house before you go and get it.
Yeah. So you did a lot of preview for a lot of these
a
items.
lot.
Yeah.
And I actually drew it out in like a piece of paper, like in a book.
Yeah, awesome.
So I was like, I knew what I wanted to do and where everything was going to be.
Yeah. That's fantastic. That's a great job. Veggie wanted to ask, are there wall planters or have you capped on those?
Sorry?
Are there wall planters or have you capped on that? I think he's asking about the wall plants and stuff you can get.
The hanging wall ones.
Mm-hmm. I think
I have 2 up here. Oh no, those are the rose ones. Actually, that's a good idea.
There you go.
Thank you for that idea.
There we go. That's awesome.
So, because right now I'm sitting at, what am I? I've got 5 items.
You're at 195 out of 200.
Yeah.
Wow. Couldn't even tell.
But I'm actually very intrigued because I have a certain place I might put them.
You got a place for it already? Wow. There's a wall fountain.
Yeah.
A wall fountain's nice.
It's really hard to, this is the thing with housing that my FC leader was telling me, is that it can become very obsessive. And you can become overly critical and change things all the time. So sometimes it's best to just leave your house for a sec, go
step outside, take a breath.
Yeah, because I lived in here for months, and I like a good month or so, and I locked my F out of it until I was like, okay, we need to come in.
Yeah, wow. This is so cool. I really love it. That's really, I'm pretty much out of words. I mean, I couldn't think of a way to describe your house other than how awesome it is, I reckon. Like,
thank you.
You know, you've got these quest rewards here. I'm not sure. Is the Save the Queen a quest reward or a drop?
I think it's like, you can actually buy it.
Oh, you can buy it. Well, it looks good in the corner here.
In Bosnia, I think it was.
Yeah, Bosnia? Yeah.
Yeah, for, I think it's like 10 clusters. I can't remember exactly.
Oh, sweet. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. Because it looks really nice. Like, this little trophy wall, it adds a bit of character, a bit of personality to your house.
Because my friend was like, you need to put trophy cabinets here. And I was like, I don't think that's a good idea. And he was like, you need to put trophy cabinets here.
You don't need cabinets. Like, your bookshelf works. This looks good.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I don't want to put them here. And then I gave in.
Yeah, I think it looks cool. It gives it a bit of personality and character when everything else is just like unique and bougie treehouse. There's like a bit of personality in it. A bit of something
Well, he was like, put something in that's to do with you. I'm like, this is to do with me. No, this whole house.
Yeah. No, I think that's fantastic. It's great.
Thanks,
I really love your house. You've done an awesome job on the inside and the out. And I have nothing but praise for the effort you've put in. So thank you for sharing it with us. Sharing it with the stream.
No, anytime.
I'm
I'm working towards a medium.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. Oh, mate. Well, if you can
Medium house.
handle this as well as you have, you can handle a medium house, no trouble.
Oh man, honestly, I don't know.
Fair enough. Hey, look, if you don't mind, I was considering I might cut this part as the stream, the VOD out and make a YouTube video. Would that be okay with you?
Fine.
Yeah, awesome. All right, I'll let you know if and when I upload it, because
Yeah,
I think this would be
no worries.
interesting content to share with people. So thank you, appreciate it, Xavier.
All good.
This is an awesome house. Thank you all for watching this far. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment what you thought of Xavier's house below. Again, that's Ward 22, Plot 37 on Sophia in the Goblet, and you're all welcome to visit. If you're keen on more of my Final Fantasy content, you can follow me on Twitch. The link will be in the description. Thanks for watching, guys.